Hello and welcome. Have you ever had that feeling where you know all the right English words, but when you say them out loud, they just don't sound quite right? Well, you are in the right place. Today, we're going to unlock a really powerful technique to fix that. It's going to help you sound way more natural and fluent, not by memorizing more words, but by focusing on the music behind them. So here's our game plan. First, we'll tackle that frustrating pronunciation puzzle that so many of us run into. Then, we're going to discover what I mean by the music of English, which will lead us straight to this amazing technique called shadowing. I'll break down exactly how to do it in 3 super simple steps, and by the end, you'll be all set to go find your own rhythm.
All right, let's dive right in with the big question, the one that probably brought you here. Why don't I sound natural when I speak English?
You know, it's a feeling almost every single language learner gets. You've done the work, you know the vocabulary, you've studied the grammar, but the sound just feels a little off. If that's you, I just want you to know that you are not alone. This is a completely normal and expected part of the journey.
And this brings us to a huge realization. Real fluency isn't about pronouncing each word perfectly one by one. No, it's all about how those words connect and flow together into a smooth sentence. Nailing that connection, well, that's the real secret to sounding natural.
So, if the secret is in the flow, what does that even mean? It means we need to start thinking about language less like a grocery list of words and more like a piece of music. Let's dig into what gives English its own unique melody.
This slide really lays it all out. See, on one side, you have the individual notes, the vowels and consonants. And yeah, they're important. But on the other side, you have the actual music, the stress, the rhythm, and the intonation. You know, the way your voice goes up and down. Most learners get stuck focusing only on the first part.
Now, there's a fancy technical term for this stuff, suprasegmentals, but please do not worry about remembering that. All you need to remember is this simple idea of the melody of English. It's these features that go beyond just single sounds and really give the language its life and its character.
You know, a pronunciation coach named Dylan said it perfectly. Think about it this way. The words you know are the lyrics, but the accent, that's the song. To sound natural, you've got to learn the melody, not just say the words. Okay, so if pronunciation is like music, then how on earth do we practice it? How do we train our ears and our mouths to actually learn the song of English?
Well, the answer is a really cool and powerful technique called shadowing. It's actually pretty simple. You just listen to a native speaker and you repeat what they say, almost at the exact same time. The trick is to stop thinking about the meaning of the words and instead focus all your attention on copying the sound, the rhythm, the intonation, in other words, the music.
And listen, this part is so important. When you're shadowing, this is not a listening test. It is totally fine if you don't understand every word. That's not the goal. The real goal here is to physically train the muscles in your mouth and tune your ears to the specific melody of English.
So how do you actually do this thing? It's way simpler than it sounds, I promise. Here is a clear 3-step guide that you can literally start using today. Okay, it breaks down into 3 simple stages. Step 1 is super easy. Just listen. Seriously, don't even try to speak. Just let the sounds and the rhythm wash over you. Step 2 is like an echo. You listen, you pause the audio, and you repeat, trying to copy the sound exactly. And then, step 3 is the final goal. You play the audio and you speak along with it, trying to become a perfect shadow of the speaker.
Now, when you're in step 2, that echo phase, I want you to think of yourself as an impersonator. Your job isn't just to say the words, it's to copy the performance. Listen for all those tiny little details. How does one word blend into the next? Where does their voice go up or down? Your goal is to copy it exactly.
Let's just take a really simple phrase like, the sun was shining. Now, a beginner might say each word very clearly, very separately. The sun was shining. But a native British speaker, they might blend it all together so it sounds more like, the sun was shining. That smooth, connected rhythm is exactly what you're trying to copy.
All right, you've got the tools, you understand the concept, now it's time for the fun part, putting it all into practice. This last section is all about how you can take these steps and really start building your own rhythm and confidence.
So as you get started, just keep these key points in your back pocket. Focus on the music, the rhythm, and the intonation. And please, please don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are just proof that you're trying. And remember, repetition is everything. You are literally building muscle memory for your mouth, just like a professional athlete. And this, right here, might be the most important takeaway of all. Perfect pronunciation is not some special talent you have to be born with. It's a physical skill, just like playing the guitar or learning to dance. It just takes practice, and smart practice, like shadowing, is the fastest way to get there.
So I'll leave you with this one question. Your first practice session doesn't have to be long or complicated. Even just 30 seconds from a song you like, a news clip, or your favorite movie is a fantastic start. The most important step is always the first one. So what audio clip will you choose to shadow first?